I've been trying to find ways to kill time, during quarantine. I'm sure we all have, right?
Puzzles.
Well, but there's puzzles, but I feel like recently there was a craze where, people were making sourdough bread, right? I feel like you always heard about that. People were making sourdough starters.
That was like
making
month
bread.
1 and 2, I think.
Let me tell you, pickles are the new sourdough.
You doing your own pickling?
I am. Do you see them? They're over there. Can I get a white?
So what, you bought some cucumbers and just put them in a jar of vinegar? I mean, that's all it is, right?
So, I don't know if you can see it. There's a label on it. It says, Great Pickle Experiment number 1.
Okay, all right.
I need to burp it. You want to see if we hear it?
Yep, I want to hear it.
Oh, it didn't make any noise. Down.
So if you don't burp it, does it explode?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Ooh, it's stinky. So the reason we decided to do this was it yesterday or the day before? Maybe it was Saturday. I was looking for something to watch because that's the other thing you do to kill time when you're stuck at home. And there's that Seth Rogen movie that came out, An American Pickle. Did anybody else watch it, or am I the only one?
Elise and I watched most of it, like maybe about half.
Okay, so the basic premise is that this dude from 100 years ago gets pickled, and then in modern day he comes out of the vat, and it's like a dude from the past living in current times, and it's Seth Rogen plays the old dude and the great grandson. Anyway, in that movie, the dude from 100 years ago talks about making pickles with just salt and water, and I was like, I thought you needed vinegar. So I looked it up, and apparently that's the way people used to make pickles, was with just salt and water, no vinegar. I was like, oh, well, that seems really easy. If some dumbass from 100 years ago can do it, I can do it. So I decided to make the old way from 100 years ago with just salt and water and no vinegar. So
that's going to taste like shit.
Why? It's a pickle. They said
it's going to taste good. Like a wet, salty cucumber.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to like it, Gus. I think it's going to taste like a wet, salty cucumber.
There's something to be said for, if this is how they did it 100 years ago. We've made excellent strides since then, but if it was able to be done 100 years ago, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the best version of the finished product.
Well, it'll be a version, and we're going to find out in 9 days.
So what does it smell like if it doesn't smell like vinegar?
It's got dill, and I put some garlic in it, so it smells like garlic.
I feel like vinegar is a very vital ingredient to the pickle taste.
To me, that is the pickler. It's the
and,
catalyst.
You have to put something with some kind of leaf with tannins in it in order to keep the pickle crispy. And they say you can either use grape leaves, oak leaves, mesquite leaves, or tea leaves. So I put some black tea leaves in there to make them crispy.
Well, if you need any shit poo water, let me know. I got some to lend you.
Listen,
I'm gonna make
you guys are gonna be jealous. You're gonna want to eat my pickles. I'm gonna be selling them. $15 a pickle at store.roosterteeth.com. We're gonna have beak and claw and pickle. It's our new thing. It's right over there. Limited edition Gus pickles from the Great Pickle Experiment #1. Pre-order now.
I think I'm gonna start pickles as well, and I'm gonna make a much superior pickle.
You can only use English cucumbers though.
Can we pickle off?
You
guys
Pickle-Off.
A Pickle-Off, my favorite Dragon Ball Z character. Gus will do it with salt and water and garlic. Gavin, you're going to do it with vinegar. Barbara, what kind of pickles are you going to make?
I'm going to make garbage shit water pickles.
Shit water pickles.
Barbara,
I'm going to buy pickles from the store.
I'm sorry. I'm going to use... I'll find a very unconventional method to
James,
make it.
did you say you're buying them from the store? that's
yeah, but I'm just gonna pour that. I'm gonna pour that
there.
bottle into something that looks like Gus's, and then we're gonna serve them, and then we're gonna go around and see who wasted the most time.
But see, ultimately, that's what's important during quarantine. It's all about wasting time. It's like, how do you feel? There are so many hours in the day. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna make pickles, and I'm gonna watch the bubbles form in that pickle jar, and that's my entertainment for the next 6 months until we get a vaccine.
I want to explode a pickle jar and somehow film it in slow motion. I think the downside there is that I'll have to film a pickle jar for like weeks on end.
Yeah,
that's a lot of footage.
Like 1,000 frames a second.
Oh my god!
I want to see that timeline.
I totally misunderstood what you were doing. I thought you just wanted to explode an existing store-bought pickle jar, and I was like, why would that take so long? You just explode.
No, because Gus was talking about burping them. And I think that would also set the record for the most photographed pickle of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think that's a double win.
Well, except it wouldn't be a pickle the whole time.
Oh, well, because
It would be a pickle by the
transitioning.
time. It
When
explodes,
is a
though.
pickle a pickle? When does it officially become a pickle? Can
Probably
we say
the
definitively?
next day, it's a pickle.
You think
Those-
after
those-
one
I mean-
day in the jar, it's a pickle?
Those
Do you
are
think you would-
cucumbers still.
You don't think you would taste the difference between that and a cucumber?
No, as I'm saying, those are cucumbers. I'm guarantee you that still tastes more cucumber than pickle.
I think when you
I
eat
don't
it,
think
Gus, I think Gavin's right. I think it's going to taste like a watery, salty cucumber. I think the vinegar is probably a very necessary taste
Well,
that you're needing because you hate
well,
cucumbers.
In the movie, those pickles were very popular. So if the movie taught me anything, it's that people want pickles like that.
The movie features a man who survives for 100 years in a abandoned factory because he was surrounded by pickle juice.
That kind of pickle juice.
Yeah, so I mean, if you were in there, I think you'd have a better chance of having good pickles.
Just whatever you do, once it's ready, don't spill it in your Tesla.
Oh,
Are you going to go
God.
for any other pickled products? Onions, eggs?
Yeah. Once this was just an experiment, obviously, with the name, the Great Pickle Experiment #1.
Yeah.
Once I learned from this one, then do some onions, some jalapenos. I don't know, some carrots, some other stuff.
You
Make
should
some
try
ceviche.
pickling things that aren't typically pickled,
Cake.
That's good.
Sure.
like a banana
Well, I'll try a banana. In the peel or out of the peel?
out of the peel.
Out of the peel. Okay, pickled
Yeah.
banana. We'll try that.
Maybe
I'm
going
gonna
to
make it for you, Barbara. You send me a list of stuff you want pickled. I'm gonna make a list right now. Barbara's pickles.
Okay.
I'm going to maybe like a pickled
pickles.
Snickers or something.
Yeah, but I was going to say a pickled
Ooh.
Oreo, but a Snickers
Gavin.
would be.
Snickers. I'll put an Oreo in here for Barbara.
I don't want them to
Uh,
share the same jar, though, if possible.
Oh, obviously not. You have
Okay.
very, very distinct pickling. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I
if,
just don't want
if
a
my jar
soggy
could actually
Oreo.
be at least like 10 feet away from Gavin's jar, that would be great.
Can I also get a live webcam feed so I can check on the progress?
Maybe I'll have to work on that. I don't have that. I don't have that ready. I don't have that handy. But I'll see what I can figure out.
James, would you like me to add anything for you in my pickle jar?
Yeah, milk. I want you to pickle some milk.
Pickled milk. All right.
Yep, you figure that out. It's not on me.
I feel like that's just taking existing pickle juice and then pouring milk into it.
You could
Yeah, but
deep
it
fry
can't
milk.
combine. It can't combine, right? We want it to pickle the milk.
Right.
We don't want to just stir the two liquids together. So you're going to have to figure out a way to have the milk in a container that is also pickleable.
Right. It's like permeable, so the pickling process can happen. But
Pickling
keep-
through osmosis. Yeah.
Yeah. The milk needs to stay in there and get pickled. Yeah.